Welcome back to Football Tactic Zone, your daily stop for the latest drama, transfer buzz, and football headlines from around the world. From heated fan clashes in England to big moves in Italy and fresh updates across Europe, we've got it all covered. Let's dive right in. West Ham United's nightmare start continues. The Hammers crashed out of the Carabao Cup after yet another defeat, making it 3 straight losses to open the season. But the real drama came after the final whistle against Wolves at Molineux, where captain Jared Bowen was seen in a heated exchange with angry traveling supporters. The tension reflects just how fragile things are at West Ham right now, and questions are already being raised about their early season form. Newcastle United's hunt for a new striker has led them straight to Wolves' Håkon Strand Larsen. According to Sky Sports, Newcastle have already submitted 2 bids, the latest reaching £55 million, but Wolves insist their man is not for sale. Still, many believe this is just Wolves' way of driving up the price, with reports suggesting they'd consider selling if the offer hits £60 million. Liverpool's left-back Kostas Tsimikas could be on his way out. Roma are pushing for a loan deal with an option to buy, but Liverpool prefer a straight permanent transfer. The Reds have already spent nearly £300 million this summer, and selling Tsimikas would help balance the books. Big news from Indonesia. Tom Hay, the Dutch-born midfielder who represents the Indonesian national team, has officially signed for Persib Bandung. At 30, he arrives after leaving Almere City and becomes the third naturalized Indonesian international in the league this season, joining Rafael Struijk at Dua United and Jordi Amat at Persija Jakarta. Another international boost for Indonesia, Milano. Jonathan has officially pledged his future to the national team. In an emotional interview, he called the decision a new adventure in his career. Jonathan explained that he spoke with his family and close circle before making this life-changing choice. Indonesia's squad is shaping up with exciting new talent. Jose Mourinho, the special one, has done it again. Ahead of his club's Champions League qualifier against Benfica, Mourinho openly criticized his own board, claiming they've failed to provide him with the squad depth needed to truly compete. Mourinho insisted the goal in Lisbon is to win, but once again reminded everyone of the lack of backing he feels behind the scenes. At Paris Saint-Germain, long-serving defender Presnel Kimpembe could be on the move. Persistent injuries have derailed his progress, and reports suggest he may head to Qatar, potentially linking up with former PSG teammate Julian Draxler at Al Ahly. PSG are ready to trim their squad, and Kimpembe looks like the next out. Nottingham Forest are reportedly considering Manuel Pellegrini as a replacement for Nuno Espirito Santo. The Real Betis boss, now 71, is in the final year of his contract in Spain. However, some believe the link is more about Pellegrini applying pressure on Betis to be more active in the transfer market. West Ham could soon strengthen their midfield with a move for Nottingham Forest's Ibrahim Sangare. The Hammers are looking at a loan with an obligation to buy, a smart short-term fix for their struggling squad. But Forest won't make it easy. Sangare remains a key player. Meanwhile, Newcastle face even more striker issues. Star forward Alexander Isak has reportedly refused to return to the squad despite being offered a pay raise. At 25, Isak insists he's done at Newcastle, leaving the Magpies in a real attacking crisis with the season already underway. The future of Manchester United starlet Kobbie Mainoo is suddenly under the spotlight. After missing United's first 2 games, speculation has exploded that both Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid are monitoring the 20-year-old midfielder. His creativity and composure make him one of England's top prospects, and losing him would be a disaster for United. Real Madrid continue their policy of signing France's brightest young talents. Their latest target? Rennes defender Jeremy Jacquet. Despite already spending big this summer on defenders, Madrid view Jacquet as a long-term investment to secure their backline for years to come. Iranian striker Mehdi Taremi could be on the move again. PSV Eindhoven are in talks with his representatives after he fell out of Inter Milan's plans under manager Christian Chivu. No formal bid has been made yet, but PSV see him as the ideal forward to boost their Eredivisie title push. Inter Milan aren't done in the transfer market either. Even after a convincing win over Torino, the Nerazzurri are still hunting for a new defender to shore up their backline. Expect more movement before the window closes. In a surprising twist, AC Milan are exploring a move for Adrien Rabiot at the request of coach Massimiliano Allegri. The French midfielder is admired for his ability to carry the ball and control the tempo. At 30, Rabiot could be the missing piece for Milan's midfield. Bad news for Milan. Star forward Rafael Leao is expected to miss their second Serie A game of the season against Lecce. With Milan already struggling for attacking options, this absence only deepens their crisis up front. They'll need to find goals from elsewhere to stay competitive. One of the shock moves of the summer. Alvaro Morata has left AC Milan for Como, even agreeing to take a pay cut of more than 50%. The Spanish striker prioritized the project and vision at Como over money, giving the club a huge profile boost. This could be one of the most inspiring transfers of the window. At Juventus, new boss Igor Tudor is already making his mark. The Bianconeri are playing more direct, efficient football, simple, structured, and effective. But Tudor knows one good performance isn't enough. Consistency over a 38-game season is the real challenge. On striker news, AC Milan's pursuit of Dusan Vlahovic is hitting a wall. Tudor admitted there's interest but made it clear that Juventus still need him. Translation? Vlahovic isn't leaving Turin anytime soon. Finally, over in Spain, Barcelona wonderkid Lamine Yamal continues to amaze. At just 18 years old, his creativity, intelligence, and ability to decide matches are already setting him apart. Coach Hansi Flick praised him for his maturity and attacking brilliance, calling him a true genius. The future is very bright for Barca's new superstar. And that wraps up today's edition of Football Tactics Zone. Stay tuned for more breaking stories, tactical insights, and transfer updates from around the football world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep up with all the action. See you next time.